outside, the air feels a little bit dense, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're joined by Dan from the Imagination Station. I felt that before up here too.
Well, that's all right. You know what? You're exactly right. Sometimes air can feel a little bit dense, but we're going to be talking about liquids today.
Okay.
And this is an experiment that you can do at home. Maybe if you're looking for something to do around Mother's Day, you can
just don't make a mess for Mom.
Some household liquid. Well, we might make a little bit of a mess today here.
I'm okay with that. I'll get my gloves on and prepared for this one.
So we are actually going to talk about density, and density is just mass per volume. Okay. So the more mass something has per volume, the more dense it is.
Sure.
Okay. And we have various liquids, and a lot of people don't know that you can actually float liquids on top of each other.
Probably a pretty good example of this is a salad dressing bottle,
like
right?
Yeah, like a salad, like a vinaigrette. You shake it up, and it's got the oil on top. Well, we're going to do something like that today. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. So I've got some liquid here at the bottom. This is actually honey.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be our bottom layer. I already got it started. And we're going to start off. We need our special tool for this, which is a bent spoon, which I've pre-bent for us. If you're going to do this at home,
so strong.
Maybe get a soup ladle or ask Mom if you can bend one of her spoons. She might not like that, but we're going to use them today.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to lower this down here, and this is going to kind of stop our liquids from mixing with each other.
Right.
Okay. And because if we pour it straight down in, the velocity is just going to mix them all.
Okay.
We'll have a mixture, and we want layers.
Sort of buffers
So
the
we'll take
liquid.
our first layer. This is actually corn syrup that I've dyed red so we can see it. Just regular Carol corn syrup. You want to pour it right down onto our spoon here. And the first layer, it might get a little mixed in there, but that's okay. You can pour it. As long as you're hitting the spoon, you'll be fine. You can go ahead and just pour the whole thing right there on the spoon. Perfect. And you can already see that it's not mixing in, it's actually forming a little layer on top of our honey. So our next layer, you guys probably have this at home. It is Dawn dish detergent. So we'll start that off. This has a nice blue color, so we can pour that right onto our spoon here. And we can see that layering up as well. So each consecutive layer is a little less dense than the layer before it. And that's why they're able to float on top of each other like this.
Okay. So we have 3 liquids
so right now we have
successfully
3
in.
All right, and our next liquid is actually going to be this clear one. It is water.
Okay.
Not that one, Chris, the one right there.
How can you tell? Uh-oh.
That's okay. Just grab the clear one there, throw it in.
We'll find out.
See what happens.
That's the magic of science.
You know what? It's probably less dense no matter what it is. And that's okay. So as we can see, it's a little bit mixing right there, but it should have a nice layer happening there. Perfect. And then we'll grab this yellowish one right here.
Okay.
Is actually vegetable oil.
Okay.
Which everybody knows that's kind of like our vinaigrette. The oil floats on water. So we should have our vegetable oil floating right on top of our water there.
I think we're doing all right.
And our next one is the green one. So this green one is actually a little bit of rubbing alcohol that I put some food coloring in. And rubbing alcohol is less dense than water and less dense than our oil. So it's floating on top of all those. And then our last one here is actually, now this one might not be one that you have at home. This is actually lamp oil that they use in some oil burning lamps. And that is actually the least dense of all. It's the lightest of all of them. And that should actually go right on top of our vegetable oil. And if we look right there, we can see our beautiful density columns that we've created. And you got some mixing in here, but eventually it'll settle out and create this kind of beautiful layering effect that you'll see through each of these things, starting with the most dense at the bottom, the least dense at the top. And if you're adventurous, you can maybe try some other liquids at home that you have at hand, or you can, here, why don't you drop that in there, put some things in, see where they will float.
Really?
Inside each of our things. So I have a bottle cap and a dice. You can actually drop these in. You see the bottle cap will actually float on top of the oil there. And I have a paper clip, maybe not. Or it actually goes down into our vegetable oil, which is pretty cool.
All right. Dan, what's going on with you guys at the Imagination Station?
So this Sunday is Mother's Day, so you can come on down on Sunday, and moms actually get in free with a child admission. So if you come on in, moms can get in for free.
How about that, Mom? A little free date at the Imagination Station with the family. We appreciate that one, Dan.
No problem.
Appreciate you coming in as well. There's so much more W211 Your Day when we come right back.